brother Andrew Tate shares his very first Ramadan experience and some of the hardships he faced during this difficult period, and also how Islam guided him through his difficulties. Remember to give the video a like to spread this positive message.
It doesn't matter what color you are, it doesn't matter where you're from, you're all brothers in Islam, and it truly is a beautiful feeling. And I think I came on your show and spoke of my respect for Islam before I reverted. I'd have respected it for a very long time, and I think if you're truly a religious person and you do believe in God, you're going to see the attractions of Islam. I've had conversations with very devout, very strict Christians, and when I talk to them, they debate Christianity versus Islam against me, and it's quite a friendly debate. But when I say, aren't you jealous of the fact that we stick up for what we believe in and you Christians allow yourself to be mocked endlessly? I see in their eyes, they're infuriated. Everyone is jealous of the fact that Islam means what it says and says what it means unapologetically, because that's a masculine trait. It's a warrior's religion. And if you're a warrior and you want to say what you mean and mean what you say, you're going to feel massive respect for Islam. And I respected it for a long time. And I guess if you respect something long enough, you end up believing in it. And the conversion comes afterwards. And my Ramadan was in jail. I don't know if this is completely true, and I don't want to talk like an Islamic scholar because I'm not, but if you're at war or if you're in a particularly difficult scenario, you don't have to fast, but I decided to fast anyway and to respect it. And I got my meals, and I was given my 3 meals a day, and I would pick out the bits of food that was edible, and I would cover it up with a little piece of plastic, and I would sit there all day long with the plastic over my paper plate and flick the roaches and flies and make sure nothing touched it until it came time to eat. I didn't eat before sunrise because I didn't have food before sunrise. I could only eat once a day when the sun went down. And it was quite a beautiful feeling. I read as much of the Quran as I could. I don't know if I finished the entire thing in that month, but I finished the entire thing in jail. And between reading the Quran and protecting my food, I felt very fulfilled during that month. It was probably one of the easiest months in jail, Ramadan. I felt fulfilled. I knew what I had to do. I had to pray. I had to read the Quran. I had to protect my food. I had to make sure there wasn't insects in it by the time it came to eat. I eventually got to eat it with my brother, and we sat there and we ate it. And it was quite a fulfilling time. I was very sad when it ended. I was genuinely sad when Ramadan ended, and I was still in that jail cell.
Did Islam help you stay strong in jail?
I would open the Quran on random pages. Every day I would just open it, and I'd find a quote which I found applicable to the situation I was in. So I would leave it up to chance, but I guess God was trying to give me particular messages. And every single time I opened that book, there was a passage or a message on the page I randomly selected that made me feel better every single time. And the best one, and my favorite one, is my favorite in the whole Quran so far, is just because you say you believe does not mean Allah will not test you. You're a believer does not mean your life gets easy. Absolutely not. Just because you say you believe does not mean you will not be tested. And I saw it as a test. I actually saw the fact that I went to jail quite quickly after my reversion, almost
I was going to ask you about that.
As a test. Do I really believe? And that's why I decided to respect Ramadan. Am I going to just throw it all out the window because my life's gotten hard? Or am I going to stick to what I said I believe in and show that I believe truly?